Hello, it's Jake from KrakatoaDesignsHD recording for Clinical Graphics. This is my second tutorial on Photoshop for my series of YouTube background design. Now, if you watch the first one, this is what I left you with, is a simple pattern overlay that I've done just for graphic purposes and highlights. Highlighted finish for the modules. Okay, so we're going to continue with this design, just so you can keep track and save your PSD file, and so you can eventually end up with a final product instead of just doing it in little bits with different layouts with different things done. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add a stroke to the sections and then glowing corners to those edges. So for this, I'm going to have to. What we do is, on the background, double click and make the layer editable. Now open up it and I'm going to add a colour overlay. Now I'm going to do a darkish colour, 3C, 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 that's the colour that no, 2E, 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 that is the hex code for the colour I'm using. So click OK on those. I'm going to up the opacity of my optional fade. There we go. And that's that done. Right. For this, I'm going to go to View and Clear Guides, just to get rid of my guides. Right, the colour scheme I'm going to go with for this is going to be black and green. So if I add a stroke to this, by double clicking the sections layer here, and going to stroke, obviously we've already got pattern overlay on there. If you go to stroke and click colour and make it a green, I'm going to set the size to 1 pixel. There we go. That's all you need to do for the stroke. Very easy. Okay, for the glowing corners, you want to zoom into a corner. I tend to use the corner for this, the module that holds your picture. So there's that. Right, you want to get your pen tool, grab that, and create a new layer. Right, about 2/3 of the way from the right here, you want to click there like that, and add that first point. Now hold Shift and click anywhere exactly on this line, like that. Then you want to go down and keep Shift held and click down there. That will add a corner. Now go to your brush and add the size to 5 pixels and the hardness to 0. Make sure your colour's white. Then with the pen tool selected, you want to right click this path and click stroke path. Right here is why you needed to sort your brush out. You want to use the tool as the brush, and you want to check simulate pressure. Okay, once that's done, exactly like that, click OK. Right, and now you can right click with your pen tool and delete the path. There is the start of a glowing edge. Right, I'm going to create my foreground colour to be the same as the green stroke, like that. It's important you do that. Then I'm going to Control J on the corner layer, go to Edit, Transform, Flip Vertical, and I'm going to use the Move tool to move it, holding Shift to keep it in line, to move it to that corner. Control J again to move it over here, and then Edit, Transform, Flip Horizontal. Like that. Then you want to Control J again, Edit, Transform, Flip Vertical. You just want to add it to all these corners to give it a good effect. Then you want to apply the same to up here. So Control J, move tool and drag it up all the way up the top of the video box. Here. I will just zoom in to check that that's aligned. Almost. Yeah, that's perfect. Control J again. Basically just so we can sort all these out before we add any blending options or whatever on it. And you want to edit, transform, flip horizontal, realign it, and that's that done. So that's how easy that is. You know, you got your glowing edges, your glowing corners. But now what you want to do is add effects to it to make it actually glow. So what you want to do is highlight all the glowing corners, layers, and merge layers like we did in the last tutorial. Then double click to open up the layer style options. You want to add an inner glow and an outer glow. The outer glow color, use the color picker on your foreground to make it glow green like that. Right. Up the opacity a little bit to about 90 and leave all the other options. Inner glow, use the same color, the green, then change from screen to normal, but down the size a lot and up the opacity to 100. Size is at 2 pixels. Then you also want to use the color overlay just in case you want to change it at all, and put it to white. And that is how you add glowing corners. Right, just for a bonus, I'm going to show you one extra thing because I've got a little bit of time left, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to show you this one other thing. What you can do is deselect all those, go to fit screen, and you want to hide every layer like that, and then only show the channel sections. You want to take the pattern overlay off and change the fill to 0. So there is basically only the stroke available to see, like that. You want to create a new layer, get rid of that, create a new layer above that, and go to image, apply image, OK. Then you want to add all these back in. You want to up this fill back up to 100 and add your highlights and your edges in. Right, so for this I'm actually going to hide my edges just so we can see. Right. Zoom to fill screen. Press Ctrl J on this newly created stroke layer. And on the bottom stroke layer you want to go to Filter, Blur, Motion Blur. You want to set the angle to 0 and the distance to about 400, I would say. That's a good distance. Click OK. And wait there. It's just going to double check my angle was right because it seemed a bit off. Yeah. Angle 0. OK. Then on this one you want to do the same, but don't use Ctrl F. This one, filter, blur, motion blur, you want to add minus 90 at the same distance. Click OK, and there you've got some kind of lines shooting out from the stroke, and I think that's a really nice effect. It gives it a bit of more graphical quality, and it looks more designy and techy. It reminds me a little bit of Tron with the straight lines. So yeah, that's a tutorial there, the second tutorial from the series. Subscribe, like and favourite, and I hope to hear from you in the future. Thanks, bye.